wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And, boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Miller in motion right. Second down, here's Chubb again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Vick to throw it. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Kamara. Touchdown, Houston. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Going quickly here to Thomas. And it's a Titans touchdown. Michael Thomas An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Vic to run. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
This time, good ball security and a good result. 1st and 10. The Texans at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
From the red zone now, Vic. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Thomas, the man in motion left. Slot man moves right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Brady's throw complete there to Thomas. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A quick throw by Brady, complete. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down, here's Chubb again. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 190 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, They come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Now they'll throw with Brady. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. And Chubb will try the middle here. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Brady. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The final shot before break. Brady. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18 and out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Vick got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they'll get him down on the other side of mid. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing, Vick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Kamara up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Vick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is a momentum change. Because
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. In motion left is Thomas. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Miller in motion right. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Brady now on 1st down.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
This is caught. It's Woods. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, he could probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. Gano's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Their partners a touchdown, Texans. A big play there. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And again, it's Chubb.
And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Room here and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, Vic.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Vic goes play action. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
Desperation time. Vic on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Gano's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now Michael Vick.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Brady to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last shot for Michael Vick. He's going to let it go again. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.